Today is January 5th. I think this might be my fourth recording this year. So this is officially my fourth recording. I would be lying if I told you I really want to be doing this right now. It's 5:30 in the morning. I've been up all night working. My shoulders have been wrecked. So I've been lifting weights every morning since December 13th minus Sunday. Plus I'm doing a Murph every day at 8 p.m. But I promised myself in 2024, we're on right now, it's not about me. It's not about this nature that's in me, that's selfish, that's self-serving. See, where I am right now in the fitness journey, there's also that internal voice. I never feel like doing a Murph. Just like now, I don't feel like going to the gym because now I'm being brought into a new dimension of who I am as a warrior. Where this warrior, he actually trains twice a day. This warrior counts his macros. This warrior is savage, and he needs to expand. He can't remain the same. He must develop, he must grow, he must expand. But there's this another aspect of my being, this another identity that is breaking out. It's this servant. And God created this servant to live a life of surrender. That his life would be a worthy sacrifice. And so while there's one part in me that does not want to be here right now, recording this right now, there's the true self that God made self. It says, "My good and faithful servant, welcome." And I can't deny the servant his expression. I can't deny him his worthiness. I can't deny him his standard of operation, his service. And this is what it looks like. It looks like me being on YouTube every day. And I apologize if the microphone is in and out. I gotta address that issue. I have to address that. But we're talking about the inner self, the God-created self, the multifaceted identity that is in you. There's a warrior in you. There's a servant in you. There's a son of God in you. There's a righteousness. It's an identity in you. There's a king in you. There's a royal prince or a princess in you. And so I'm just talking real, that there's a new identity that the Lord is wanting to give birth even through you, through a new revelation of who you are. There's a value implicit with that. I'm worth it. I'm worth this expression. But you're worth it as well, because when a servant serves, the subjects of his service are worthy of that service. So here I am, I'm subduing the inner voice of negativity, of selfishness, of doubt, of fear, the inner chatter. What are you going to say to these people? What do you have to offer them? They're not going to follow, they're not going to appreciate. You're never going to grow, you're never going to become anything greater. But yet, thank God, here I am, coming before you with a heart to serve, to dissect the inner workings of the mind that's in me and it's in you. Allow yourself to be who you truly are, even against the grain of the voice that's in you, speaking against that true nature. The accusations, the condemnations, the fear-mongering, the guilt and the shaming, the criticism, the feelings of negative emotions, or of possible rejection, or just not knowing what to say. Get out there and just do it. This is a new standard for me, so it's, in a sense, it's like going to the gym every day. The gym of service through posting, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. It really is an act of love that really started with God's love for me. That while I was lost and wrecked, He sent His only begotten Son. And now it's extending through me to you. A voice in your life reminding you of your worthiness, of your implicit value, of your great identity, your great destiny. I'm here today because I acknowledged God. In the moment, before getting on here today, I acknowledged God. I said, here I am, Lord. We're going to go on and we're going to speak, and I'm going to trust you to lead and guide me. This is who I am as a servant. I'm worth it. The people are worth it. And this is a new standard, whether I like it or not, whether it's pretty or not, whether it's effective or not, whether it grows or not. Standards are just standards. And from standards, when you draw the line in the sand and say, this is just what we do because this is who we are, actions flow. And I trust over time this honoring of my internal identity, the spirit of service, of servant. There's a destiny. There's a destiny for me in this area that involves reaching people all around the world. And it may just very be this act of service is what releases you to feel free to receive God's love for you, forgiveness, release from oppression, from fear, to let you know it's okay to ignore the inner dialogue of guilt, shame, and condemnation. God knows you for who you are. He's not that voice. He's the voice of acceptance, of love, of calling you to Himself to embrace you with a big hug of love and of power to wipe away and wash away all that guilt. That's what Jesus has done through the cross and through His blood. He wipes away all of that weight, that burden. He takes it away. He releases you. He sets you free. I'm glad to be able to serve you. I'm glad I took this time to do it. I'm going to do it again tomorrow and the next day. There's no end now. There's no end. There's no relenting. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it by the grace of God. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You have a good night. Good day, wherever you're at. This is history. in the making. Adam Ray, I care about you. I appreciate you for taking the time. We're 10 minutes in. Peace. See you soon.